Okay, so I wrote it again, and I said I wanted to make them the same, so I knew I needed a 3 down here. So I multiplied top and bottom by 3, which means I'm not changing the value of my fraction. And then look how convenient that is. I could actually make them trade places. And so now these two pieces match, and I know that the limit, if they match, is going to be 1. And then this stuff out in front really just acts like a coefficient, so I can pull it forward. Whoops, I forgot the 0 right there. And so now they match, and I know the value of this is 1. So I have 3 halves times 1, which is 3 halves. Look at how slick that was. So now let's go back and do 6 since I skipped it. So any ideas? I'd like the bottom to just be an x. And I go, oh man, why is there 2x down there? Wait. Couldn't I just separate that? And then technically, of course, the coefficient on front is 1. And so then I'll just pull that 1/2 forward. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that clever? And so that 1/2 can come out in front. And then I know the limit as x approaches 0 of sine of x over x is 1. So I have 1/2 times 1, which is 1/2. Genius. So if you remember back on the last page, I hand wrote in that tangent works the same way as sine. So when I see this, I get kind of excited. I'm like, oh, I'm going to 0, tangent of theta over theta. That's going to work just like sine, which is 1. So I could split this. By the way, this is not the only way to do this one. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to do it both ways. And so I have the product, and I can use my product rule. And so now I go, oh my gosh, this right here I know is 1. And when I just try plugging this in, is there nothing illegal about it? Cosine's not undefined anywhere. As a matter of fact, cosine of 0 is 1. And so I get 1 times 1, which is 1. So simple. That is a 1, not a 2. Okay, let's try it another way. So I made the substitution for tangent, sine over cosine. You all knew that. And then I go, look at that. That cancels out. And so now I have the limit as theta approaches 0 of sine theta over theta. Oh my gosh. I know how much that is. It is 1. So I got the same answer both ways. So you can do whichever way you like. Always good to know that there's more than one way. So, of course, the first thing I don't like about this next one is that it's fractions and fractions. So I'm going to simplify so that I can get one fraction on top. So of course I need a common denominator, and that's going to be, this one's going to need a 6, and this one's going to need a 2 plus x. So it's going to end up looking like this, 6 minus 2 plus x all over that common denominator. Still all over x minus 4. And then if I simplify the top, I'll have 4 minus x. And I can't have the fraction and fraction, so I'll multiply top and bottom by that denominator so that I can make it vanish on top. Ooh, I love making things vanish. Legally, of course. And so now, cancels. And I have that crazy looking fraction, which is so much better. Remember, I couldn't just substitute it in because it would have caused my denominator to be 0, so I had to go through all this work. And so now I notice, oh my gosh, this looks almost exactly like the bottom, but they're a different order. So if I want to switch the order, I have to pull out a negative, so it's going to look like that. And then go, yay, I can cancel out my problem, which was that x minus 4 causing the 0 on bottom. And so now I can substitute in, and I'm going to have a negative 1 on top. And when I substitute in 4 in the bottom, I'm going to have 6 times 6. So my limit is negative 1/36. Beautiful.